Hi again, guys. Today I wanted to do the mozzarella style cheese specifically for our macaroni and cheese. So let me show you the ingredients, and then I'm going to go to the stove and we're going to make our cheese. I have, first of all, 1 cup of Brazil nut milk, and I have a 1/4 cup of sesame seed that I'm going to process in the milk. I have some onion powder. I have some agar-agar powder. Now this is a sea vegetable. I tried doing the cheese before with the sea moss and it did not work so well. This is a much better binder or coagulant to make your cheese so that you can cut it. And we have some miso, chickpea miso paste. This is all flavor. And I'm going to add some Rejuvilac as well. And salt to taste. But the miso paste is very salty, so we're not going to add too much salt. So these are the ingredients. And now I'm going to process this. And then we're going to go to the stove and continue. So I'm going to process the cup of Brazil nut milk and the sesame seed 1/4 cup. So I processed this for 2 minutes because I want it really smooth. So let's go to the stove and start doing the cheese. So here we are at the stove. You have to cook the agar-agar and so that it will turn into a gel. So I have 2 cups of water here in my saucepan. I'm going to put 1.5 teaspoons of the agar-agar powder. And then we're going to bring this to a boil while stirring it. And then after it comes to a boil, we turn off the stove. This is going to be on medium high. I'm stirring and it's going to start gelling up after a while. So this should take not very long, 3 to 5 minutes. So when this starts gelling up, I'll get back to you. So I'm sure you can see this is coming to a boil. You can see it's coming to a boil. So after it comes to a boil, you lower the heat. And this was on medium low, closer to medium. It comes to a boil in about 3 minutes, and then you put the dial on low, and then you let it simmer. You let it simmer for a minute, and then we are off to the races with our cheese making. So I'm going to use a bigger container because this is too small, so I'm going to switch. So remember, this is our milk and sesame seed I'm pouring out here. Now I'm going to add our seasonings for our cheese. I have a 1/4 cup of unrefined coconut oil, but it's kind of cold here now, so it coagulated. 1/4 cup of coconut oil. We're gonna put a teaspoon of onion powder. One teaspoon of onion powder. And 1 tablespoon of miso paste. 1 tablespoon of miso paste. And a pinch of salt because the miso paste is salty, so we don't need a lot of salt. And a 1/4 cup of Rejuvilac. This is just for an extra tanginess in your cheese. And I'm going to put this in the blender, and then we're going to add the agar-agar and then mold the cheese, and that's it. So let's come back. All of my seasonings and ingredients here. I'm going to blend this up. I'm going to use this bowl as my mold for my cheese, to mold my cheese. So I'm going to pour the mixture in here. And let me tell you guys, it smells really cheesy. And I had a little taste of it. It is really, really cheesy and tastes like cheese. It's really delicious. And then I'm going to add my agar-agar here and mix it in. I'm going to mix this in. I think this bowl is too small. I'm gonna have to switch. So you mix it in and then you put this to set. It's gonna set in 4 hours or so, but this I'm going to leave overnight. So I'm gonna get back to you. I need a bigger bowl. So I put this in a bigger bowl. So you cover this with some plastic wrap and put it in your refrigerator. Overnight is best, or no less than 4 hours, and it's going to harden up, and then you can slice it and, you know, put it on your pizza, or, you know, I'm going to do the macaroni and cheese with this, which I've been promising for a long time. But I did this a few times and it didn't work out the way that I wanted to work out, so I decided to keep doing it, because like I tell you guys all the time, if it's not up to my standards, then I do not want to present it. So I kept doing it. This is the 3rd time I'm doing it, and I'm adding more ingredients for flavor. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and tomorrow I'm going to do the macaroni and cheese. Today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. So see you guys soon.